Hey guys, welcome back to another quick video. I'm still here in Utah, just kind of hanging out to pick up tomorrow's load. But I figured while I'm kind of hanging out waiting, I could clean my toolbox out on the trailer, right? And get it nice and cleaned up. And so I was doing that, and I was like, you know what? While I'm at it, while I got it all out, why not make a quick video on, the essential equipment you need to, get started in Hotshot. I don't have a whole lot of gear, guys, and I've been doing just fine. There's a few things I've acquired along the way, but that's why I'm gonna make this video for you guys, just real quick. So let's just jump into it. I want to say thanks for clicking on this video and watching this, guys. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. If you're thinking about getting a Hotshot, check this video out. It's gonna give you a little bit of an idea of basically what you're gonna need to get in the game. If you have any questions, just go ahead and comment, and if you can, go ahead and share this video, guys. But let's just get into the video and talk about it. So obviously in Hotshot, you're going to need either a dually or a single rear wheel truck and a gooseneck flatbed trailer. Some people have the enclosed for cars and stuff like that, but the main Hotshot setup is a truck and flatbed gooseneck trailer. Like I said, I was kind of cleaning my box out. This is my first time seeing the bottom of this box since I bought the trailer and loaded it all up. That's a bunch of garbage I'm gonna throw away, a paint can, and then I have a bunch of brand new 1-inch straps in there. So, yeah, it is. When I get home one of these days and get it all cleaned out, I'm gonna vacuum all this dirt and stuff, get it really cleaned up, wash it all out. But this is my first time seeing the bottom of this since I bought it in the past 6 months, 7 months now. So yeah, and you gotta take advantage of it being almost 8 o'clock at night. It's still bright out, but it's nice and cool. There's a little breeze. I was gonna do this earlier in the day, but it was just way too hot and humid. So perfect timing. Enough talking, let's just get into it. All right, going down the line, you're gonna need obviously chains and binders. I got myself 6 chains and 6 binders. I want to get more. I want to fill this whole rack up. And I would also, if I could do this over again, I would get probably different binders. These are pretty heavy. I forget what they're like rated at. 7,100 pounds is what. 7,100 pounds is what each one of these can basically hold. So they're pretty heavy duty. It's just you got to keep these maintained or they're gonna seize up on you. I'm sure that's with every binder, but with all the binders I've dealt with in trucking, these ones have been a pretty big pain in the butt. I do like the like rubber right here to hold on to when it spins and stuff, but I've just been noticing when you're tightening and stuff, it doesn't, I don't know. I would just buy something different, but they work to start out and they're not as expensive as what could be out there for other stuff, for other types of binders and stuff. Obviously they can get cheaper ones, but you don't want to cheap out on your equipment, honestly. And then with the chains, obviously they're 20 footers and pop this out, G70 rated, 5/16, and they've been perfectly fine. Nothing's really have happened to them at all since I've purchased them. Moving on down the line, we got our tarps. I got 3 tarps here. I have 2 4-foot drops, and this middle one is an 8-foot drop. I do want to get a 6-foot drop, that way I don't have to deal with too big of a tarp. If I have a 6-foot piece, don't have to have an 8-foot huge heavy tarp. So I want to do, have the 2-foot 4-footers, a 6-foot and 8-foot. But honestly, just starting out, 1 to 2. Honestly, I would say two 4-foot drop tarps is perfectly fine to start out, and then down the road when you look for loads that are going to be 8-foot high, it's going to work out to where you're gonna need it. So that's how I acquired this tarp. Is I was luckily in an area where they were sold. I didn't have to buy it online. and because I found a load that was 8 foot high and it was paying really good, so I was like, I'll go out and buy the tarp. So now I can go get 8 foot tall loads that need tarped. So again, just to start out, I would just get 2 4-foot drop tarps. I think they are 24 feet long, and that one's 26 feet long. I don't remember. I don't really remember the lengths. But that's what I want to say. I want to say they're 24 feet long and 26 feet long, but I don't remember. This stuff right here is just some extra stuff I've acquired that I've kept for padding, for, you know, instead of using corner protectors or moving blankets. They came with the pontoon boat with these straps that I'm gonna, you know, these are pretty cool straps. You just hook them and it'll pull on whatever you need. It was free equipment that I acquired with the load, so I kept them just in case. You never know. And then along with the tarps, you're gonna need moving blankets. These are Amazon specials. They've been holding up pretty good, but there's some holes in a few, color fading, tearing, and all that good stuff. It's just been 7 months of you know, wear and tear. And honestly, I use a couple of them for, you know, working on the vehicle, because who wants to lay on the gross piss covered, poop covered, throw up covered ground, you know? So I also use my blankets to lay on for working on my truck and trailer and stuff like that. I need to get a creeper because that'd be so much better. But I have 12 blankets. I think it was $100. I forget the price. $100 off Amazon for all these, or probably even less than that. Yeah, it goes along with the tarps, because you're gonna want to protect your tarps from like any sharp objects underneath and all that good stuff. And obviously, along with the tarps as well is bungees. You're gonna need a ton of bungees, guys. I bought 100 or 200, I forget. I think it was 2 packs of 50 to start out, and then I've just been buying bungees left and right. As you can see, there's a tag on this one, still haven't even used it. You're gonna want all different sorts of shapes and sizes. I guess there's only one shape. Well, actually, there's crimped and not crimped. I highly suggest getting the crimped. Do not waste your money on the uncrimped bungees. It's just, don't do it. And then 21 feet, 31 feet, you can get smaller. But 21 feet is about the normal. You're gonna want 31 inch or bigger for like the 8 foot tarp loads or 6 foot tarp loads. You're gonna want longer bungees. I keep all my bungees inside one tarp, because obviously I'm gonna use one tarp. If I need to, I'll end up using 2, and all the bungees will be in there. It's just a way to keep all the bungees out of the box and away from getting tangled in a big old mess. These were just ones I found at the very bottom of the box and didn't know I had. But yeah, moving on. Obviously, you're gonna need a winch bar. Definitely need a winch bar. It's something that you are going to need to obviously winch your straps. This one is a Granger special. It's where I bought it from, is Granger. I actually bought it at the store here in Salt Lake City when I first started, because I have one at home. I left it behind when I left for my first load, so I was freaking out. Yeah, get yourself a winch bar. Granger, this was like, I don't know, between 10 and 15 bucks. They're cheap. If you can find a shorter one, do it, because believe it or not, when you're down there at the end, when it's not, you know, hanging way over and have all that room, it's actually really close to the ground, and your bar will hit the ground. I learned this from a truck driver up in Alaska. He actually cuts all his about, you know, maybe a quarter up or even at half. It still has that, you know, that you can still use it, but it has that clearance to where you can crank it all the way under the trailer. So it's pretty nice. And then this right here, this is actually a 5th wheel kingpin release for a semi. It's just mine that I've kept all these years, and I use it to be my little strap puller for, you know, underneath and pulling it through when I'm gut wrapping and all that good stuff. I'd really like to get an actual strap puller, but I don't even know where to find that. unless I can have someone make one for me, but I don't know. But this, it comes in handy. It works out. It works just fine. I love it. And I've had it for years. So moving on to straps. Obviously you need your 2-inch ratchet straps for just easy strap and go loads. I'm not a big fan of these type of hooks. It's just the typical Hotshot hooks. I'm more of this kind of guy. I actually cut this one because it was, I think this is the one that broke. That's another thing I don't like about these hooks. Like, I don't know if it's just this brand I bought from MIT. But I've had, so there's one sitting over there. That ratchet hook right there broke, and then that strap broke. So I'm gonna have this ratchet that was with the strap go to this strap that went with that ratchet. So it works out in the end. I still have a brand new one, and I have a brand new one of these still, and I have a 2-inch that I bought just in case when I was doing that Alaska run, just in case I lost a lot of my straps. I don't know. I have no idea why I bought that because I'm probably never going to use it. I bought 12 of the 2-inch ratchet straps and the 4-inch straps. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one holding my ramps down because my ramp clamps broke. And then my 12th one's broken over there. So I'm down to basically 10. I need to get more, but I've been doing just fine, obviously, because I haven't used my 10th one. And then I have my 4-inch straps. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 along this side and 4 on the passenger side. And I only run my 4-inch straps like this during the summer. I will never run them like this in the winter. I don't know if anybody else does that in the Hotshot world, but I will not run these like this during the winter because it's a pain in the butt to deal with frozen straps when they're wrapped up in the winch like that. It's a pain in the butt to deal with that when you have a load and you have to undo it. Why would you want to make it even harder on yourself? You know what I'm saying? So, and speaking of that, I want to get more winches. I have one free on this side. I lost one when I had the accident, the big blowout, when I lost my hub. So I had to move one from this side over to that. So I have 5 on this side and 6 on that side. It would be 6 and 6, but I want more. So I technically want 12 and 12. I want all my straps on my trailer during the summertime. I don't want these in the box. But these are definitely a must, guys, to start out with hot-shotting. Is I would get 12 and 12. That's a magic number when it comes to straps, okay? 12, and then we'll get down to this with numbers, but it's just better to have more, but 12 is totally fine to start out. Moving on to these Lasso straps, guys, with the circular ring. These are called the Lasso straps. These are for when you're hauling cars, so you don't have to chain them down in case you have low pro cars or stuff like that. Dude's bike keeps dying on him. That's rough. Go ahead, if you guys are going to plan on hauling cars, I rarely do it. I try to avoid hauling cars. I only do it if I know the people and I've worked with them before. Just because my factoring company will not factor cars, and I don't like waiting a month or 2 months on my payments. Don't like it. I want my payment right away. That's why I have a factory company. But if you're going to be hauling cars on a flatbed, or if you're not doing like car hauling and have a whole different setup, or I don't know what the car haulers, they might still have something like this, but get you the chain with the hook end, not the ratchet with the strap. through the chain and the hook. It's just so much better. But also when you're going to buy this, when you're going to go buy the lasso and the ratchet with it, make sure you get the one with the hooks. I had to go and buy all these setups. See all these different setups of hooks, because I wasn't paying attention when I bought these ratchets, and they didn't come with the hooks. So I had to kind of put stuff together to make them work, and they've been working just fine. But I mean, you can do that. I don't know if it's the cheaper way to go. It's probably not, honestly. But you're gonna want 8 of these. You're gonna want 8 of the lasso straps and 8 of the ratchets. I got 4 put together because I just got done hauling a car today, and I still have 4 put together. And then these 4 were just loose, and I take them all apart when I'm done. These are just together to show you guys. Yeah. But if you're planning on hauling cars, this is the way to go. Get the lasso strap, so much easier. I do chain down some vehicles. I will chain down big trucks. I will not lasso strap big trucks. If it has a clearance and a way for me to strap chains on the axle, or a spot for the chain, I'm gonna do that. I prefer chain. I honestly prefer chaining vehicles over this. But if it's low pro or a car, just super easy, strap and go on a car, this is the way to go. And then I have just some random little 1-inch straps. Obviously I have a spare tire that does not fit underneath my truck. It doesn't fit anywhere inside my the bed of my truck. So I have 2 1-inch straps holding down this bad boy, and it's been doing a great job. And then I have the 1-inch strap holding down my tarps, because there's no place to put my tarps unless I were to, enclose all this and make a little platform for it, or I don't know. So I got 1-inch strap for that. I got 1-inch strap for good old Hank there. Hank the dump truck. And then I got a 1-inch strap holding down all my toolboxes in the back of my truck. So I mean, they come in handy. That's why I have 4 brand new ones still in there I haven't used, just in case some break. I've actually had quite a few of these snap. So they just come in handy, and they're just different sizes. These ones are a little bit longer than these and a little bit more heavy duty. This one's tiny, just in case something, I don't know. But just get you some just in case, guys. It's better to have them than not have them. And then moving on, if you plan on doing oversized, I wasn't going to, and I didn't buy these until like the day I got my first oversized load booked. Highly recommend just getting these in case you come across an oversized load that you want to do. Highly recommend just getting this stuff ahead of time. That way you don't have to scramble and try to get the stuff when you have the load booked. Or if you're I had to get these the morning of the load, and then I was scrambling to find these after I was loaded. So I was kind of running illegal, to be honest. I called the DOT. I called the scale house and told them hey, I don't have the flags. I'm gonna go out and try to find them. And she's just make some makeshift flags until you can get them. And luckily I had a red shirt, so keep some red clothes in your guys' trucks as well. I had a red shirt that I cut up and put on the 4 corners of the oversized load. And then I also got these magnetic little, let's see here, they flash too, and they're, like I said, magnetic, so super strong. They've held up on a load I had. I picked these up because there's some places where you can run the oversized at night, and as long as you have your reflective or beakers, for your oversized. So highly recommend getting these as well. These were just at a truck stop, and I mean that's pretty tight. But I have little hooks that I bungee these as well as for my flags. But a few of these have broke, and I have no idea how they broke. But yeah, I think this is the last thing right here. Is just goes with your straps, is you're gonna need corner protectors to protect your straps, guys. And I bought a pack of like 25 or something like that, and I'm down to like 15. I don't know where they all went. I don't know if like wind is blowing them out or they were stolen when loads were taken off. I don't know where they all went, so I need to get more. And I have a broken one here, so you just go as you're going through, you know, as you're going along in your career of Hotshot, you're just going to keep replenishing and getting stuff. But if you're looking to get started in the Hotshot gig in 2024, to get started, this is all you're going to need, guys. 2 to 4 inch straps. If you're doing cars, your Lasso straps, 8 of those. Oversized equipment if you want to do oversized. Tarps, moving blankets, chains and binders, and that's really it, guys. And obviously your bar, but that's just common sense. Yeah, that's literally all the equipment I carry in my toolbox is all this right here, and it's been making me a ton of money. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns or whatever, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. But this is it. If you're looking to get started in 2024 with Hotshot and looking to understand or trying to figure out what you need for equipment regarding Hotshot, this is it. I went to mytee.com. That's where I bought all this stuff. It gets to you in like a week. I think everything that I purchased through MyTee was like $1,400. I think. I really don't remember. It's been 7 months, guys. That was with the 2 tarps. The 8-foot tarp was separate, like I said, in Atlanta when I bought it. That was like $600 or something like that. So you're gonna be around $2,000 is where you're gonna roughly be, unless inflation is hit already and it's already gone up. Who knows? Just say $2,000 to $2,500 for all your Hotshot equipment. It's basically it, guys. So yeah, this is just trying to keep the video short. I'm gonna get this put together and posted tonight for you, in case anybody out there is still kind of curious and not coming across anything. I know I came across Mac Hotshot, Mac TV, Mac Media, or whatever. He's got so many names from all his platforms. He definitely helped me with getting all my stuff set up. So I figured I can, you know, hand it forward and do my part and just kind of help the next person that's looking to get started. What actually really kind of brought this up was somebody just subscribed to my YouTube channel and they're just getting started. They have their truck, they don't have their trailer, and they don't have the equipment yet. And he was like, what do I need? So I told him, I was like, hey, I'll just make you a video, man. Here you go, bud. Appreciate you subscribing, man. This video is for you. Thank you for making that, you know, recommendation for me, okay? So with that, let's just end the video. It's kind of been long enough. But again, I appreciate you guys for watching. And again, if you have any comments, concerns, or questions, drop them down below and I'll try to get to them, try to answer them. But other than that, guys, stay blessed, God bless. I love you guys. I'll catch y'all on the next video.